Hello, Leo. Beautiful, beautiful Leo. Okay, how are you? I'm so excited for this reading today. Okay. Okay. So, I just want to connect really quick. Okay. Okay. Well, of course, I'm going to pull Tarot and Oracle, but first, I want to talk to you about what I saw in your coffee. Whoa. Okay. I saw you planting seeds, but what's very interesting about this is there's something here about getting really comfortable in this cycle, in a cycle of having a harvest while simultaneously planting seeds. And this is the thing that successful people do. You will notice that, they are always, there's always like something up and coming for them to celebrate, and there's always something new that they're doing. But there is a way that they're kind of always doing nothing. And this is what I feel like this reading is talking about. And they're always fully in what moment they're in as well. So this is talking about really mastering adaptability and really understanding how to make your present a vibrational match to the future that you want in a way that builds and builds and builds and builds. Instead of a sandcastle that just gets knocked over by a wave and then what? You have to start building again. No, what we want to do is we want to take a ceiling, we want to make it a floor. And another ceiling, make that a floor. And this is something energetically that you're figuring out how to do. And we're going to talk more about this. So the anteater, then I saw anteater. Anteater talks about independence. And it is talking about being persistent. There's something here about being persistent, and there is a unique way for you to create a future for yourself. It's like now learning to use your independence to create a future for yourself, the future that you want, by honoring your uniqueness, your unique skills. That's what you're doing here. Yeah. And anteaters eat ants. So if you think about ants, everybody's a part of a team. So there's been a time in your life where you worked at a job and you were just like a number. You know what I mean? And this is kind of like saying there's something here where you're taking what you can learn, because eating talks about nourishment. So there's some kind of nourishment. There's something here where every experience that you were a part of, that you were just a number, that was for a particular reason. That was to show you something. For to use it now to nourish you, to feed this uniqueness within yourself, to build this future, that you're wanting to have. And that's like what this is all about. It's really all about you getting the life that you deserve, the life that you deserve to have here. And it's really, really beautiful here. There's energy here of a dolphin peeking out of the ocean. So there's dolphins here that are jumping out of the water. And what this is really talking about here is there's some kind of a way that you're communicating, or you're hearing some kind of communication that is sparking something. And it's sparking something that has been dormant within you. It's been blocked by emotions. Water, the ocean, can represent emotions, can represent healing that you had to do, can represent your subconscious mind. So there's something here that you had blocked for whatever reason, but now you can see over this block. And you being able to see over this block is very important here. So it's like very tempting. Once you see over something, you understand how things are operating, and then you decide you want to change, so you set a boundary. Or you say, this is what I'm going to do instead. I'm not going to do this anymore. But once life is rolling, it's very easy to just follow that path that's just so etched out because you've been walking on it for so long. And this is about you not doing that. You're not going to do that this time. And it could really have to do with communication, because dolphins really talk about communication. Their communication skills are like out of this world. They make up names for each other. They have like their own dialects here, So dolphins are very, very advanced. They have friendships. So there's something here that this has to do with emotions. That's why we see the dragonfly. There's something here that could be very emotionally difficult, and you're going to choose to respond in a different way than what you usually respond in. And this is about reserving your emotions for yourself. I'm not going to get angry in front of other people. I'm not going to show them that. I am going to go and I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with this anger. I'm going to sit with this anger. I'm going to understand this anger. And if this situation continues to put me in this angry energy, I'm not going to allow myself to be in that situation. I'm going to turn away from it. But there's something here about what are you going to do with that anger? And there's something here about channeling it into something creative that you care about. And that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling. Very, very emotionally fulfilling. Because when you can see a storm coming, you understand what to do. You understand how to prepare for it. And so there's something here that causes a storm within your being, and you're learning, how do you want to respond to this? What do you want to do with the emotions that you have? Because what you do with the emotions you have can serve you to better your life, or it can take you away from what you want and trap you in this cycle of continuing to repeat a pattern that is not getting you what you want. This is interesting. Now we have the mouse. And mouses, they live inside of our house here. They're very close to us. They live right inside of our house, and they hoard things. They keep things. There's somebody here that is holding on to something. They're holding on to you. They're holding on to... They always bring up the past. This is a person that will always show you old pictures of the two of you together. They will always bring up this, always bring up stuff. They hold on to things. Mouses hoard things. And mouses don't have a house of their own. They live in your house. So there's something here about this. Is this a person? Is this something here? This could be a work situation where you bring your work home. And where you do so much at work, but they keep kind of like putting you back at this lower level label. Yeah. Always the one, the mice in Cinderella, they made her that dress, but they didn't get to go to a ball, did they? You know what I mean? They were there for her. They did this hard work. And that's the thing, is like the ants, they do all this hard work. So there's something here where you were a part of something, but you did more hard work than everybody else, but they got the credit. And they keep wanting to pull you with nostalgia to stay. But they're not honoring your energy. They want you to just forget the damage that they have done so that you stay being a number. This can be in family too. There's something here about that. It's like you've changed. They're still trying to put you in that old pattern. They're still going to try with these little tricks to get you to go in that old pattern. Yeah. But you've changed. You're not the same. Let's see about this. You have the bear. Wow. Wow. The bear talks about ancestors. Native Americans, they wouldn't kill bears because they believed it was their ancestors giving them a message. So there's some kind of a sign here. There's some kind of a sign that something is not meant to be and that you are meant for something more. This can be a relationship, this can be family. Your own family on this planet could be ostracizing you and expecting you to bend to make their lives better while they disrespect you. Kind of like Cinderella being treated, the way she's treated by her family here. But your ancestors, your spiritual family, they want better for you. They want more for you. And there is some kind of a sign that is going to show you this, that you deserve more, you deserve better. Don't allow yourself to be in that situation. It's kind of like, a bear would make a terrible mouse, wouldn't it? A bear would make a terrible mouse. Man, you can't even fit anywhere. Imagine a bear trying to be a mouse, man. It's just going to it's going to be a complete chaos. And all of them turn on him. Why can't you just be like the rest? You can't. Maybe that's because you're meant to be wild and free. You're meant to be a bear. You're not meant to be a mouse. There's something here to that. The cheetah. Something's going to happen really fast. So this is talking, the cheetah conserves their energy. The cheetah can run, they're the fastest animal. They can run like 60 miles per hour or something crazy, Cheetah, whoa. But here's the thing, make no mistake, they're not running that all day, okay? You have to wait for the opportune moment. And there's something here about getting out of being a part of a pack. This pack of ants, all these little mice. No, there's a way you're breaking out. You're breaking out and you're getting yourself right. Because that's the thing, and that's what's so interesting. I was talking about planting seeds because bears, they go into hibernation. So they prepare for hibernation. So they're eating more so they can prepare for hibernation. There's something here about a beginning stage of something. And in the beginning stage, it's different than the cycle of running it and keeping that momentum going. When you're starting a business, before you quit your job, you're saving a ton of money. You know what I mean? You came up with the logo, you have the equipment, you already took the class to start doing it. Maybe you started doing it on the weekends a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're preparing. That's the bear in the harvest. In the harvest, before they go into hibernation. And then when they're hibernating here, this could be resting before they're going to start something, right? And this is when spirit gives you messages. It could even represent starting something and nothing happening in the beginning, right? When you start a business, right? This can be a love relationship too. But it's like, there comes this point here. It's in hibernation time. It's not time to act. Get out of here. No. Right when the bear wakes up, it's like, all right, get yourself together. You need to compose yourself. All right. Let it ease into spring here, which is where we are now. And then there's something here where it's like, now it's the right time. And that's very important because the cheetah, if they run too early, guess what? It's gone. They're going to have to wait to conserve their energy again. Yeah. And for some of you, this could be happening for you in your life. And what this is saying is every time that you went for something and then it fizzled out, there's something for you to see. Spirit wants you to see, how are you starting it? How are you being in your vibration? Because there's a way that you can be different and it's going to change. How you start has something to do with what it is that you actually receive when it ends, right? When the cheetah starts running determines if he's going to get food today or not. There's something to that Spirit wants you to see, and we're going to get clarity on that. Okay, we're going to get clarity. Again with the hawk, of course, messages. Every time I've changed, at least the last two, at least the mouse and the bear, the hawk was there. So this is Spirit is really guiding you. It's not going anywhere. That card's been coming out a lot. So this is good. We want that card to come out because we want to understand. Yeah, that means that you ask a question, Spirit answers. You try to do this, Spirit answers. You know, then you follow what Spirit is saying, and then there's another question and there's another answer. There is a conversation flowing here. That's good. That's really good. You have secret admirer. Wow. How beautiful. There's something here about emotional maturity for you to realize. And I'll give you an example. Let's say this is about love. And you meet somebody and they talk crap about their ex. Okay. If they're going to talk crap about somebody that they chose to be with, okay, this is telling of their character. And let's say you don't agree with that, but you just kind of go along with it anyways. This is not good. This is not going to start what you really want to start. But this dragonfly is saying, say what you really feel, but in this way of not putting down that person or making them feel like a complete idiot, you know, but in a way that you're being true to who you are, but you're also being vulnerable and not judging that other person, you know? And there could be somebody that overhears this, that sees this, or they could not even be there at all, but this is your vibration changing. Because what's been coming to you when you decide to respond to it differently, oh, now what's been coming to you, it's not coming anymore. Now something new can come to you. And there's something here with your emotional response to some kind of communication that you see it's a storm. Don't ignore the storm. Don't attack the storm. Don't let your emotions rule you. But still be true to who you are. Because when you really are true to who you are, this is how this happens. This is how people just love you. And you have no idea, but then it just shows up, all this love around you. The way that people treat you, the way animals treat you, the work opportunities that you have, the new friendships that you build, the love. They have admired you long before they spoke to you, before they tell you just how much. And you'll be like, whoa, wow, how amazing. Yeah, that's what this is talking about. That's what this is talking about. Okay, let's see more. I'm telling you, you will receive a gift. Yes, you will receive a gift. And this is what's happening is the mice, they give Cinderella a gift. And why do they give her a gift? Because even she is so respectful to them. She made them all dresses, didn't she? All the little mice, she made them clothes. But there is a point where she turned towards herself and she made a dress for herself. And that's what this is saying. Turn towards yourself. Make something for your life now and allow all that energy, all those people, all the situations that you gave to, allow it to give to you. And it may not be directly the exact same people and situations that give to you. It doesn't matter. It's not about them. It's about there is stuff that you're owed. But if you keep giving to things and they're not giving back, and you don't pull away, the universe can't give you what you're owed. So it can come from other ways. It can come from other people that are actually genuine, you know. It can come from a job, a career, something taking off that you really want to take off. This can come in the form of a lot of different things. But this is something that you're owed. This is something that you're owed. Wow, you will receive a gift. I love this. And there's something here about this. Oh, shut up. Wow. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Wow, how beautiful. Your ancestors are bringing you a person. Your ancestors are bringing you a partnership. They're bringing you something that's going to last. That's what this, if you don't want to get married, it's not, okay, it also said business. But here's the thing. That sand castle you've been building and the wave is knocking it down. Universe says, no, you're finally getting it. You're finally, and it's not finally getting it like it's taken you too long or anything like that. No, 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 no. No matter how old you are, it doesn't matter if you're 99 years old. It's just perfect. It's just right. Okay. And this is saying this is something that you can build upon that's going to last, that's going to stay, and it's going to grow. It's going to create a foundation and build and build and build. Yeah, that's what this is saying. Wow. Okay, for real? It's like a million cards, but okay. We'll take them. Wow. A long journey, either the physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Love it. June. This could have to do with June. It could have to do with a Gemini or a Cancer person. It doesn't have to be that zodiac sign, but could be. Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So here's the thing now. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. There's something here where it's like you're on a journey. The momentum starts to build and you're on some kind of a journey here. Something is going on, but then there's something new that you're also doing. And then there is also this idea, this hope for more, this enjoyment. Because, you know, this beautiful angel here, this is really talking about embodying this divine energy so that you receive so much. You're receiving so much here. So there's different phases, and conserving your energy for what's right and tackling it. And there is a time for this and there is a time for that. And you're kind of navigating things in this beautiful way. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see more about this. It's like you're gonna know it's time for this. Okay, it's time to start thinking about this. It's time to just enjoy. It's time to just enjoy this. You know, it's time to give this to spirit. This can also represent this. It's time to give this to God. And I'm gonna look at what new I'm starting. It's time to, you know, continue on this journey, you know, and this is what I got from it. You know, there is a way that you're being adaptable that's very good, and understanding when to leap at something. Yeah. You have the Six of Swords here. Okay, so this is talking about the dragonfly, the secret admirer here. There's something here that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. You're realizing that. You're realizing that putting your energy into it is wasting your emotions. It's not satisfying. You don't like that. There's nothing happening. Nothing is happening. This can be in a connection. This can be in something that you're doing. So you're just going to go for it. And you're being honest with yourself. You're being honest with what your emotions are telling you. And people will love you for this. People will love you for this. A particular person will love you for this. This is kind of like that kind of energy of like being on a job interview and telling them what you really think. And they're like, yeah, we've been looking for you. We've been looking for you this whole time. That's how this feels. So let's see. I'm telling you, Four of Wands. Oh, wow. There is a beautiful gift that's being given. Wow. You were one of these mice, but now it's time for you to be Cinderella. It's time for you to get this gift. It's time for you to go live in the palace. It's time now. Yeah, it's time. Wow. This is about letting yourself be elevated. Let people do things for you. Somebody gives you a compliment, smile and say thank you. You don't just give one right back. Don't say, oh yeah, well you should have seen me yesterday. I looked terrible. Accept the compliment and say thank you. Little things, practicing little things like that, about being vulnerable, about letting things come to you and just giving love to yourself. There's something here where you're making a switch from being the one who is working themselves to the bone, giving to everyone else, over giving that has nothing to show for it, to being the person that receives. And this is a beautiful new life. You're a great person to receive so much, because you will still give. But the universe is saying, don't give everything. Celebrate that harvest. And yes, tomorrow you're going to be thinking about this new endeavor that you're going to be starting, and you're going to be maintaining the momentum that you have built. This is kind of like saying when you learn something and you've been doing it for a long time, but you keep taking classes to get yourself fresh in it. But you also don't take so many classes. You're also set. You're also, you can work 3 days a week, and you can have 4-day weekends every week. You know what I'm saying? There is an adaptability, there is a balance here that you're learning to navigate having things come to you and celebrating it and living in a better lifestyle, but also still staying hungry and still going for it and recognizing when to leap at something. And also how to manage things and keep things going, that it's building and it's growing, it's becoming more. Still giving, but not giving everything. This is about a balance. This is about a balance, and you are navigating this balance. And in small ways right now, this is going to lead to big things. Everything is giving birth to your future. So it's very important what you do with the little that you're given now, because that is giving birth to what this is. A dune is shaped the way it is because of every single grain of sand, the way that is shaped. So that's what this is saying. There's something here where you're changing the way that your energy is shaped. And this is going to change what it is you're building in your life to be something sturdy and strong, where you're seen, where you're celebrated. Yeah, where you feel this victory. And when things go wrong, yeah, well, we'll figure it out. It happens from time to time. We'll come up with a new strategy. It'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that have that kind of energy. You're meant to have that kind of energy. Wow. Let's see if there's anything else. You, uniquely you. It's like, that's what this is about. Uniquely you. You're recognizing that what storm you see coming, your body language, how you feel in the face of adversity, in the face, you know what I'm saying? There's something here that you changed. You're changing. You're going to. It doesn't matter which one it is. Once you step in this direction, you're going there. There's something here that you learned to see in a different way. And this is like the challenge. You know, if you ever watched the challenge on MTV, they got to do all these crazy things and vote each other off. And it's athletic as well, you know, and it's a mental game too. And you see the people on the show, I want to say characters, reality TV, the people on the show, you know, the ones that it's like, they freak out. How are we going to, you know, they mess up. And then there's these people that have been on year upon year upon year, and they win a lot. They constantly win. It's like when something is challenging, they're like, another hard day at the office. How are we going to do this one? How are we going to pull this one off? I don't know. Who cares? You know? And they just kind of go for it. You know? And even when they lose, it like doesn't end up being bad for them. You know what I'm saying? There is some kind of energy here that you're really learning the art of your emotions and your mental state and what you happen to have in front of you. So it always works out for your benefit, no matter what. Yeah. It's like you're on a roll here. You're going to really figure out this code. You're going to master this code. And once you know this, there is no unknowing it. Can use this for anything. Yeah, it's like the world is yours. It's like a whole other ball game. This is establishing, and some of you, this could really be marriage. we got a ring here. We got the Four of Wands. So some of you, this could be love. You're understanding how to be vulnerable. You're understanding how to love yourself and protect yourself. You're understanding how to let someone in, let somebody give to you. And it's really beautiful. But this can be business too. And there's something here that's going to be established. You're going to change the world with what you're going to establish. There is a way that things are, and then there is a way that you're going to do things that is uniquely you. Uniquely you understand how to do this. You're the only one that could do this. Nobody else could do this the way you can do it. They can't. No. Because there's only one you. Yeah. You deserve this. You deserve to have this. All right. Leo, what the heck? This is insane. Okay. I love you so much. I hope this resonates. If it does, please like and subscribe. Okay. I love and appreciate you so very much. If you're interested, I have a book. It's called One White Rose. And it's about girls, women being generational curse breakers, lifetime upon lifetime, just standing up for yourself, loving yourself. Okay, it's never too late for you to love yourself. It's never too late for you to believe in yourself and for you to get the life that you want, no matter how much pain you have gone through, no matter what has happened to you. The light will never forget you, will never leave you. It's right there, and you can do it. So, okay, thank you.